Yo, 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 yo. You rocking with the freshest, the Kruze review. I'm fly for QNY.
At TP.
Yeah, man, 2023 has been an interesting year of albums, of artists. Well, I said artists, but artists. Regardless of what music genre it is, whether it's R&B, country, whether rock and roll, and the music genre of them all, the top dog, which is hip hop. It's been an interesting year as far as hip hop goes as well. Last year, we had a loss in hip hop, a very unfortunate loss. And from that spiraled many of things within one of the top rap groups. I won't say too much of hip hop, but rap groups kind of decided to go their separate ways or whatnot. So we know within the last few years, we've been kind of making our little jokes or whatever, joking about it or whatnot from time to time. But just to show y'all that we not biased towards anything made, we just want to do an out the blue review. This is going to be a little bit different because this is something we never done before. This will be fresh because we really haven't heard too much, so it'll be an honest review. But I think it's in due time that we do it for a lot of reasons. We won't jump into all of those reasons, like I said. But yeah, I think y'all pretty much know the details of the angle of where we're going by the things that was mentioned. What we rocking with, bro?
We rocking with Offset.
Yeah, man. Surprise. Yeah, I know a lot of people that watch the show from previous times, saying, the things we say, I'm from the north. Yeah, we did all of that. I ain't gonna take all of that back. We made our little here and there's, but we make our little here and there's about everybody, man. Ain't nobody, without getting, the Joneses put on them or whatever, We'll talk about anybody, even, people that we fans of or whatnot. You got to sometimes as A&rs, sometimes, man, you gotta have a sense of humor within it, just to keep it in light and keep it, in a open fashion of letting people know that, hey man, that ain't it. Let's just be honest. Some of our favorites and some of the greatest, there's been times, man, where they made something that wasn't it.
Y'all make sure y'all check out that last review we done, that West Side Gun review.
Absolutely.
Y'all make sure y'all check that out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So like I said, man, this is gonna be a fresh review because this is something neither one of us heard. But I thought it would be, a good review because of Offset got a lot of attention put on him from, the cheating scandal with him and his wife, to him getting into beefs with his wife, with Cardi and Nicki, and Nicki's husband waiting outside for him or whatever, and him getting back at him for that. So a lot of that is going in with this record, as well as him and his brother's loss, with Takeoff, and the kind of the dysfunction with him and his brother Quavo, here and there within times, but yeah, man, we just gonna get into it. So we haven't really we didn't go off the norm. We just gonna go off, you know, some of the titles of some of these songs, and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go random with it. How about that? I ain't even gonna go in fashion that we usually go. We just gonna pick some joints out. We gonna do 7 joints like we usually do, but we just gonna pick some joints out and go from there. How about that? So this first joint we gonna go off, which will be a feature joint. It'll be with Travis Scott, Say My Grace. Let's get it.
I just say my grace and then I ate. Got a particular taste. I just stuff my pockets in my face. Okay, some little niggas got baptized. Trap guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad by bad guys. You might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to bullets.
I don't know, man. It sound better than that offbeat shit y'all be doing, man. I had to say that because, man, I don't know where and when this offbeat rap shit got hot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit don't even sound good to me. Like, I know it probably started with the you know, the Chicago. That's probably where it started from, maybe.
Oh, the drill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause that's where I probably where I first heard it come from is Chicago. And I know Cali hopped up on it, you know. Mm-hmm. That's not their original style, you know, the offbeat shit, but I mean, it sounds better than offbeat shit. You know, I think it's a now I don't know if it's a single, but I mean, this record can definitely be a single. I mean, I think there was a record that came out. It may have been on Moneybagg Yo album. I think Heartless 2 or something. Him and Offset did a record on there that I like. I can't remember the name of it. I have to put it in later, but yeah, man, I think it's a you know, pretty good record. You know, Travis Scott came in and did what he does. You know. As normal, they didn't really to me, they didn't really venture off into nothing, you know, crazy. They just came with a dope, high energy, definitely a performance type record. You know what I'm saying? And most importantly, they stayed on fucking beat. I'm tired of hearing rappers, man, doing these offbeat records. It sounds terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and y'all can't say that, yo, y'all old and that's not y'all era, man. It's terrible. Like, when, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we came up, if you wasn't on beat, that, nah, bro, you gotta redo that. Nah. Yeah. So I would give this record probably, I go so far as to give it maybe a solid 8.2. I think it was good in that particular range. Okay. How you feel about it?
Yeah, I think definitely this is a performance record. This is definitely for the stadium. You know, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. The acoustics on it sounds very good, especially when, you know, when Travis Scott comes in. But I really think this is strictly for a performance, for a stadium, which is great. You know, one thing I will say about Offset, not to take anything away from, you know, Takeoff, rest in peace, and Quavo, I think Offset is the best featured Migo.
Okay.
You know, as far as his flow, and I'll get deeper into that as we go on. Right now, and I'm go deeper in this too. Right now, I had this album probably at number 4. The number 4 right now, album of the year so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very animated. All says very animated on here. I kind of figured it out, but you know, I was kind of thrown off of how he dressed. You know, I was always looking at his coats in particular. I know the A is kind of heavy on their coat game. Really started with Usher. You know,
yeah.
really the leathers in the coat game really started with Usher. Usher don't get enough credit for that, for his butter soft leathers. You know, that's why I wanted to get up on my coat game, because Usher's coat game has always been crazy. But Offset got a crazy coat game too, and his coats look, you know, a lot of his outfits look more like something Michael Jackson would wear. You know, and he's a heavy Michael Jackson fan, and this album kind of reminds me like a hip-hop version of Thriller, kind of. And I think that's what he was going for. So it's very animated, you know, in detail. And that's why I say, you know, it's great that this is a performance record. But I think you hit the nail on the head when you said a solid 8. I think that's where I'm gonna go as well.
8.2,
yeah. 8.2. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
8.2.
with a solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna go all across the board with some of these records. So this next one I'm gonna play. Let's get into this one is called Blame It on Set. Let's get it.
They can't be too upset. I could have kept it to myself. They can't be too upset. Still bite my style. They can't be too upset. I done lay low for a while. They can't be that upset. Niggas point fingers and setting. They ain't even done nothing yet.
This record right here, to me, 2 artists come to mind. It sounds like a mixture of Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And there's a artist, I can't think of his name. He's on Yo Gotti's label. He's out of Memphis.
Oh,
he does like a lot of strip club type music. Dark skin, skinny brother.
Yeah, Big Boogie, I think is his name.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but
I've been a menace. In the lab, I'm cool like a chemist. Trying to fuck before I end the first sentence. By myself, I done strain my business.
It sounds like this record sounds like them 2 artists colliding, you know, together.
Yeah.
Something else to point out too. We gonna take this back to the last review that we done, the West Side. There was a review, not a review. There was a new, well, it's not new. I think they did it maybe a month ago. It was an interview with Don Q. I don't know if you seen it, bro.
No, I didn't.
With on the Mav Hoffa podcast, and they got into artist development and how artists go into the booth and basically create their songs, and they was talking about doubling on the vocals and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Don Q was like, well, I don't really use doubles on my stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think Mecca was telling them it's not a one size fits all type of situation.
Right.
Where you might need a double, somebody else might not need that.
Right.
And shout out to whoever was working with Offset to kind of double up his vocals on this, because it made it sound so much better.
Absolutely.
On the opposite side of when West Side did it on his particular project, it didn't really sound all that hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of maybe it could have been some missing pieces put in there from, doubles and things like that.
Right.
That could have made his voice sound, a whole lot stronger on the record. But
right.
Shout out to to that detail on this particular record.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he ventured off too much from the first record we played. I think it kind of stayed in the same lane. I think I probably would keep it consistent. I think I'll give it a solid 8, 8.2. You know what I'm saying? I think it everything sound good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get bored with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the type of record, the definition of weekend music for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? But it's good for that particular range though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'll pass it to
fresh.
bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, one thing that I like particular about this record, I like how you pointed out the backtracks on it, but I like the fact that it had a bridge on it.
Oh yeah. Let me. I didn't mention the end of the record, the Hit Boy.
That's why I say it's kind of theatrical.
Yeah.
This one as well as performance record. This would sound great in the stadium. And like bro said, weekend music. This is one of those, you know, you put your fit on, you getting ready to go to the club, but this is one of those you might hear in the club too, you know, and go off as well.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't been to a club and I don't know when, but you know, I'm sure if this came on in the club, I would have that same feeling as I did it, you know, when I was going to the club or whatnot, you know. But I really like the fact that it had a bridge on it. So like the fact of the lyrics where, you know, he was talking about people using his flow, and he's correct with that. You know, there's a lot of people that, you know, talk bad about the Migos, but they use flow. Yeah, you know, so I like the fact that he's detailing a lot, talking about, you know, different subjects or whatever, not sticking to the same lane. He's dipping off, going to different subjects or whatever, different subject matters. I like that detail on this record too, which is why, you know, I do have him ranked so high as far as his album goes. But, you know, definitely a head bopper, and he's showing, you know, that yeah, he could do it with the group, but he also could do the same thing by himself. I like that as well. I really do.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get more into that with this next pick.
And wasn't this 3 verses? This was 3 verses, wasn't it?
I believe it was 2 because he had that bridge.
Okay.
He had that bridge. That's why, yeah, that bridge made it seem like it was.
Yeah, I was like,
I believe it. I believe it was 2 verses. But yeah, I really like this record. I would go with a 8.3 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, for this record. So this next pick that I got is very interesting. This is a single, but this is probably one of my favorite singles of the year, I would say.
Okay.
Couple of verses on here. So we're gonna get into Jealousy featuring his wife, Cardi B. Let's get it.
Cause I got it out the mud. Hanging in the family, nigga, be on blood. Screaming for a 12 to the DA and the judge. Kneeling in the mansion with the bubbles in the tub. Heard you wanna cover, you a bitch, you with the stud.
I don't even know if I heard that record.
Oh man, yeah.
Just don't wanna go breaking for breaking. Bitches ain't got enough hits for verses. It's a circus, I'm dipping detergent. I'm sick of the nurses. My whip got the curtains. I'm jigging my obstacles, running they jibs. Stomach too big and need to be tucked. All of that crime be.
They came.
Yo, that was Jealousy featuring his wife Cardi B. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely shout out to 3-6 Mafia, man, because that was definitely a 3-6 Mafia type of influence.
Absolutely.
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 That sample right there, man.
Absolutely.
That's I don't know. It reminds me of somebody. I really can't like the end of that verse with Offset.
Uh-huh.
I want to say the baby, but it's somebody else I'm thinking about. I just can't think of the artist's name right now. But yeah, that's a dope single, man.
Absolutely.
Bonnie and Clyde type. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't know if we had like a record by, well, you know, you got J and B, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I mean,
we did Pap and Remy.
Yeah, you know, Pap and Remy, but I'm talking about like single caliber.
Oh yeah,
type of, you know, something that's really like, I mean, they really kind of matched each other on that record.
Yeah, they did. They did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, man. I mean, that was definitely yeah, man. I think I would give that probably. I'd go with an 8.3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I really love that. My bad. I really love that record, man. But I heard it. I was shocked, but I think I was shocked more of the cadence more than anything, because you know, Seth ripped it. He, you know, what's the new lingo? He dog walked this verse. He walked his dogs in that verse. Did
you see the video first, or did you see do they got a video today?
Yeah, I seen the video first, which made me want to listen to it in the whip. But you know, when I heard Cardi come in, I said, boy, she walked her dogs on those verses. I'm sorry, man. Cardi ate lunch on those verses. If you fronting on Cardi on those verses, something's wrong with you. I'm sorry. You know, and the topic more than anything is, you know, what I love, because they dropped this video. You know, it was some controversy that came out between Nicki and Nicki's husband or whatever. You know, it was a little situation. So, you know, it was around that time. But
with Petty.
Yeah. But I love Cardi's verse. I love her cadence on that verse, you know, on those verses on this song. But Seth's verse too, I really think he did an amazing job. I love the engineering when it was beating boom, 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 and he was just, his flow was going with it. That just made it even better, man. I have to go with a 9.5 for this record alone. I know it's a single, but yeah, it's one of my favorite singles of the year, I have to admit.
Okay.
I just like, because they just talking that talk on there, and you know, but I love that cadence more than anything. I really do. Keep going. Yeah, so we're gonna go to this next record, which I'm gonna take it somewhere else. Don't You Lie, the number 4.
Don't you lie. Dealing with the black and yellow diamond. Baby back coupe in the seats, I recline. Fresh out of jail, I ain't know what I was signing. I was having drill before I knew about designer. Looking for the right one, for the wrong founder.
Yeah, man, that record was a great soulful type record, man. I appreciate the switch out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of kind of down tuning the music a little bit.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, that's always good to have a different emotion going on. You know, you got your high energy type records, and you got your cool out, and you got sometimes your soulful.
Right,
you know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So I appreciate that aspect of this record. Yeah, I think everything sound good. I think, you know, he had his subject matter, and you know, that's something hip hop, rap, or whatever needs to get back to.
Right.
Because a lot of y'all just get on there, y'all want to talk about, you know, the ops and drilling and all this other dumb shit. You know, we don't want to hear that shit all day.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's why, you know, I heard hip hop sales is down 40%.
It is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Juicy J, because Juicy was talking about that. You know, he wanted to get artists together to think about a plan, but you know, Juice, holla at the Kruze Review. You know, holla at us.
It ain't really a plan. It's these trash record companies signing the same type of artists all the time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back in the day, you had like, you know, like on Loud Records, you know, you had Busta Rhymes, and you had like the Beat Nuts, you had, you know, you had artists, you know, they might have been from the same city, or whatever, but they two separate sounding artists, you know. So we just need to get back to being original. Right. That's the thing right there, you know.
I agree.
But this record, man, I go with a solid another solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I keep it going.
Okay, yeah. I really like the switch up as well, the downtone from, you know, the hypeness. I really like that. I like the acoustics on it, and I like the chorus on it. I like that he didn't add too much to the chorus. The chorus fit perfectly.
Don't you lie, yeah. Don't you lie.
On it. Also love a detail he mentioned in the chorus. Something that me and bro's famous for. We don't get a lot of credit for. You know, he said, you know, he was having drip before he had designer. You know, it won't be admitted. It won't be admitted. But one thing, you know, one thing about, you know, our relationship is that we see things a lot of other people don't see. You know, I mean, there's been times, you know, where, you know, with some copying as far as, you know, the drip goes, as far as bro goes.
Clothes and shit, yeah.
You know, there's times, you know, I pointed it out to bro. There's times bro pointed it out to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, I really like that detail of what he was, because a lot of people think that this just started, and it really didn't. You know, if you in your upper 30s, you know, mid 40s, this just didn't start, you know, with the designer. And if you really know how to dress and put stuff together, you really don't need designer. You really don't. You know,
hell no. That's
the thing. That's how you know. That's how you know people know how to dress, because a lot of, you know, and it's still kind of a following, not as much. I will admit, not as much.
Yeah.
But it was a real big following to where dudes really thought they had to go to the mall exactly to get a fit.
Yeah, to get the name brand shit.
To get the name brand stuff.
That's something that I don't want to cut your thought. That's something that I love about this era, because it's about the look. It ain't about the label.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's how it fits on you. You know, what's the design on the t-shirt? What's the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily, oh, what's the brand of that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's about the look of it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just like the t-shirt I got on right now. It's about the look.
Absolutely.
It ain't about, okay, what brand?
Yeah.
Let me see what the tag is.
Yeah.
It ain't about that. It's about how it looks.
Absolutely.
You know, the detail on it.
Absolutely.
It ain't about all that label, like, I gotta have the Gucci. I gotta have the, you know, the Fendi and everything else. It ain't about all that.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not. You know, shout out my own boy Dollars for Real with the hustle shirts too. You know, man, you need to send us some shirts, man. Straight up.
Yeah,
you know, you got the label or whatever. You know, you got free models right here. Straight, you need to send us some shirts, Dollars, straight up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We'll rock them on the review.
Yeah, straight up on the real. But yeah, I really like that. So I think for this record, I would go with the 8.2 as well. It fits right in that pocket.
Okay.
So we're gonna go in the same direction. Let me see.
What's this number?
This is number 5 coming
5?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think let's go here.
I can meet a bitch the same day and take her home. They know that I'm gifted, I'm the one that's on my own. I'ma stab you in the back with a smile. Niggas turn to rest when it's time for the trial.
Y'all already know what I'm about to say before I say it. You know what I'm saying? It definitely reminds me of a Drake record.
Yep. I'm glad you said that.
You know, it definitely reminds me of a Drake record, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's all good. It's a cool cruising to the club, cruising to the you know, you on Colin's ass.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One of them type records, man. Once again, on the production side, everything sounded good.
It did.
Vocally, beat wise, everything sounded good. I can't no takeaways. I'll probably continue. I go with a solid 8.
Yeah.
If I go any lower, I'll go a 7.8, 7.9. But
yeah,
solid 8.
Yeah, the detail of the sound quality is amazing on this album alone, which is why I have it ranked so high as well. I don't know who engineered this, but they did I don't think they could have done a better job. It's
Knew I was the one when I was selling nicks and dimes. Knew I was the one, yeah.
This sounds like something Drake could have engineered behind the scenes. You know, that's how good it sounds. The acoustics on it is really amazing. It makes all the songs better. You know, especially when you hear them formatted together. But yeah, I think you know it's right there as well with the other ones that I named out. I would go with 8.3 on this record as well. I like the fact that it's, you know, it just took like a break from the bounce, but it still has a head bop effect to it. I like that, and it really does sound like it could be a Drake record as well. So it could fit in that pocket. Yeah, absolutely. So I think for number 6,
the screen, bro.
Okay. I think for number 6 we're gonna go here called Night Vision, I believe.
Night vision, I can see the ops when they hide. Night vision, I can see the ops when they hide.
Definitely can be a strip club record, man.
White diamond, pink diamonds in the teeth. Smoke on the private, on the island, on the beach. I can turn your block into hydraulics for a fee.
Shout out to Onyx in Houston. What y'all know about that? Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's what it gave me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with the chorus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the way the beat, you know what I'm saying, was produced. Definitely one of those type records, man. You know, another high energy type record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, everything sounded good. And if y'all paid attention, bro didn't play a whole lot of featured records.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now. He played, it was just Offset.
Yep.
So that shows that he can hold an album down by itself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can take, I guess, these 7 songs we played, and he can just had a short EP.
Yeah.
And it would have, you know, did his thing with that, you know. But you know, once again, no takeaways, man. Everything's keeping consistent.
Yeah.
I don't think I would add or take away anything from that record. I think I would give it probably the same, 8.2, 8.3.
Yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would go the same thing. 8.2, man. The production again was great. That could be a performance record. you know, and he's talking about some personal things in there. It kind of sound like, you know, it could be a subliminal towards, you know, his former group mate.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, that's, you know, could be, but you know, maybe he's talking about, you know, something else too. But I like the fact that it had subject detail to it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, you know, he's just, you know, ops like bro said.
I was thinking about the situation with fuck, well, I want to call him Rocket for him.
Yeah, well, Takeoff.
Yeah, Takeoff.
Yeah. He could be talking about that too and what went down, you know. Yeah, you know, I really like that subject detail to it. Throughout this whole album has a lot of subject detail, which makes it even more greater. But yeah, I would go within the same range, 8.2 for that record as well. So for this last record, I can go a bunch of different directions with it. But I think, like what bro said, as far as, you know, he didn't have a lot of features. He has a few features on here from, you know, Don Toliver, Future, Travis Scott, of course, you know, and then he got his wife. He got Lotto on here, Young Nudie, Chloe Bailey. Yeah. Guy, you know, he's going in different directions, but I'm gonna keep it records where it's just him. So we're gonna go with this last record, which is Fan. Let's get this.
It make you happy. You supposed to hold me down, but it didn't happen. Hurt for the niggas and them bitches. Everybody hurt for the niggas. This is not no love at first sight. I can't take you serious. I fucked you on the first night. Had that thing squirting, pussy popping like a perk, right?
Yeah, man. Shout out once again, Juicy J and Project Pat. Man.
Absolutely.
That was definitely a 3-6 Mafia influence record.
Yeah, definitely.
And once again, shout out Onyx in Houston too.
Yeah.
It's another one of those.
Yeah, it's definitely a popper. I'm not gonna go into detail about what, you know, what's he talking about. Don't worry about it. I'm not going into detail. But definitely is.
Yeah, man. It's definitely one of those records, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I like the sample also, man, with Jeezy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know, once again, Memphis is real, well known for that. And also Houston.
Very much
You know what I'm saying? With the, you know, that sampling on there too. So
very much
that was a good detail.
Yeah.
And I think this was like an ode to like Memphis rap culture right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This particular record. I'll probably go so far. I may step this up a little bit. I might go 8.4 on this record.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
This was yeah. I like the sample detail on here.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I like it as well, man. I just think Offset really did a great job. I think, you know, he kind of blindsided a lot of people with this album. Definitely me, because, you know, I'll be honest, man, I never really listened to any other Migo albums. I know that's crazy for a lot of people.
Me neither.
You know, but it's just, you know, excuse me, I just haven't. But, you know, it was something about this that caught my attention. I seen, you know, Joe Budden even said, you know, he listened to this album, he got ready to go to the club off this album, which, you know, made me even feel more better, because, you know,
he wasn't the only one.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one, you know, that looked at it in that kind of light, so to say. So yeah, I really appreciated this artistry that he added to this, because I think it made him stand out, you know, a little bit more than, you know, him being in the group or whatnot, you know. So yeah, and if you listen to it, I wasn't sure at first, because it really sounds like, you know, Quavo could have been on there, you know. So
that's what I got. First record, I was kind of confused.
I was kind of confused about it at first, but, you know, Yeah, he did a real awesome job with this record, you know. So I just want to shout out to Offset. You know, we know there's a lot that he's going through with the, you know, loss of the addition of Rocket, you know.
Take off.
Yeah, take off. Yeah.
Thing I did.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, you know, man, we can't even imagine, you know, how that would feel, man, growing up with somebody and, you know, them having to leave this earth like that, man. That's got to be tough on the daily process. It has to be. But nevertheless, you know, you rocking with the freshest, the Kruze Review on 4 Hour Fly.
NTP. I would give the album, because I didn't say this.
Okay.
I'll give the whole album probably, from what I listened to, maybe an 8.6.
Okay, wow, yeah.
8.7, man, because I mean, I gave him 8 all during the song, so
yeah, that's a high detail, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I have to say this, as far as, you know, where would you rank it as far as your album picks for the year so far, man?
I really don't know, man, because I'm kind of mixed up on the damn dates of the freaking albums that's been released.
Yeah.
I need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to remember, okay, what actually came out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, around this time. I'm kind of like, you know, mixed up, but once, you know, I go back and do my knowledge, you know.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do a end of the year wrap up for sure.
We'll do a top 10.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Top 5
for sure. On the real. Yeah. But nevertheless, you rocking with the freshest, the Kruze Review on 4 Hour Fly.
NTP.
We out of here, yo.
Yeah.
It is.